Secretly recorded from deep inside the bowels of a decommissioned missile silo, we bring you the man, one single man who wants to bring light to the darkness and dark to the lightness. Although he's not always right, he is always certain. So now, with security protocols in place, the protesters have been forced back behind the barricades and the blast doors are now sealed. Without further delay, let me introduce you to the host of HuttCast, Mr. Tim Huttner.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. You can now take your post.
Happy glorious, glorious Sunday. Today is Father's Day, and it is 6/19/22. A little different things today. We're going to propose to go out on the street. Now, I do not have live equipment, and I do not do this on a normal basis, but today just kind of inspired me to reach out and talk to people. So for HuttCast, stand by. We're going to have some interviews on the street, on the phone, for Happy Father's Day. HuttCast will be right back.
In today's busy world, staying healthy and alert have become essential for those of us who want to get the most out of ourselves. So before you reach for that energy drink, ask yourself, are you really giving your body the best? If you want the energy without the jitters that commonly come from today's most popular energy drinks, then reach for something better. Reach for Super Fuel. Super Fuel is made by Casmo Incorporated. Super Fuel is a healthy boost. Super Fuel is made with vitamins B6, B12, and taurine, that is a amino acid that aids in weight loss and protects heart tissue. Beetroot powder and other healthy ingredients that will give you a quick, healthy boost. Make Super Fuel a great tasting, low-calorie addition to your daily regimen. Super Fuel by Casmo Incorporated. It can be ordered by visiting our website at www.superfuel.me or calling 833-383-5912. That's right, Super Fuel by Casmo Incorporated at www.superfuel.me or calling 833-383-5912. Super Fuel.
Okay, happy Sunday. HuttCast is out on the street, and we're just, we were sitting in a restaurant having a nice lunch, and we see some gentleman with his newborn baby of how many months?
10 months.
10 months, and we are here with...
Nick Feldstein.
Nick, where are you from?
Brooklyn Park.
Brooklyn Park, and just out having lunch today?
Absolutely.
So first of all, how many kids do you have?
One, that's my first.
First one. Congratulations. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
What does Father's Day mean to you? Because you get a new dad and all.
I think it's pretty special because I've kind of formed my life around him now, and it's kind of each and every single day, each and every smile makes you happy, and especially seeing him happy on Father's Day, that's a big heart-melting moment.
No longer about yourself, but about your kids.
Exactly.
How many kids are you going to have?
Probably 3, 4.
3 or 4, okay. So what do you see as in all 10 months of your being a dad is the toughest thing?
Probably the no sleep and getting used to not having sleep and
right.
More responsibilities, always watching him, and especially when he's crawling, it's making sure that the gates closed, the doors are closed, and everything that could hurt him is out of sight.
So his safety.
Exactly.
Does a safety scare you?
Oh yeah, every day.
It should, because that's part of being a dad.
Every day.
You think, oh, we're going to just do this, and all of a sudden, magically, something's not fixed, and holy cow, we got to take care of the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 boys, and one's a new dad. He's 6 months grandpa.
Okay.
So he's got to have to deal with some of this himself. What's your favorite part about being dad?
The little smiles and his nonstop giggles. His laugh is contagious, and you can't stop laughing.
It's just right there, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's what makes you feel the heart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so in 10 months of doing this, there's going to be very limited words of advice. But you know what? What would you tell someone who hasn't had a kid yet pre-10 months?
It is the greatest and toughest time because it's definitely a change, and I was not ready for it, but now I am super ready for it, and it's the best thing that has ever happened to me by far.
Well, he's a cute little munchkin there, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
And me and the wife were having lunch, and I says, we should interview him because we're trying to figure out a show today.
Okay.
It's Father's Day.
Yep.
Everybody's listening. It's Father's Day, at least in this country. In the other countries, I would assume they got some sort of day. So if this equates to you guys, wherever it works for you, that sometimes you just got to stop and ask questions.
Exactly.
So we are on HuttCast, and you can find us on every platform. What else you got to say for these guys? I mean, it's just, it's 10 months. It's 10 months for you.
Yep. 10 months, almost a year, and it was a big change, but it's something that I think I've always wanted, and I think it made me into a better man, because I don't think that I had a very good plan with my life, and it kind of made me buckle down and really think about what I wanted and what I want to do with my life, and trying to get to the point where I know that I can support a family. And so those were some challenges that came up, and I feel like I'm doing a better job than I was at the first month, because I was really stressed and I was scared and all that jazz. But
well, if you weren't scared, you weren't ready.
Yep, exactly.
You're going to be scared the whole way through.
Oh yeah.
And when they get to school, and then when they get to middle school, and then when they start sports, and they start driving, and then they start dating.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it doesn't end. And then when they're out of school, are they going to continue to do their life right?
Exactly.
There's a whole lot of worrying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you had your boy when you were what age?
I was 22.
So 22. Married, of course.
Not married.
Not married yet. Are you getting
Not
married?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Getting married, hopefully soon.
Good for you.
Yep.
But then I think that pretty much wraps it up. I didn't want to take your afternoon because that's about a 5-minute interview, I'm seeing. Yes, 5 minutes.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for taking time. Find us on HuttCast.
Will do.
On any platform. I'll deliver this show tonight around 5, 6.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And for HuttCast, we'll be to the next interview.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, what's going on, Tim?
You are on HuttCast.
All right.
And it's a Father's Day special. I wanted to ask you about some father questions.
Okay.
First of all, what is your name?
Bill Hoffman.
Bill Hoffman. Okay, well, it's for the show, so I got to put it out there.
Okay.
And you are what age?
I'm 63. I'll be 64 in July.
Oh, happy birthday. And how many kids do you have?
2
And their ages?
are 41 and 37.
41 and 37. So the big question we were kind of putting out on the HuttCast is, what does being a father mean to you?
Oh, it means everything. It's the greatest thing in the world. You didn't know you could love so much until you had kids, and then you didn't know you could love so much until you had grandkids. It's the biggest, humblest thing in the world to be a father.
Okay. And what would be the toughest part about being a dad or a good dad?
Knowing how to discipline your kids and how to bring them up, that's the toughest thing. Because a lot of times the world wants you to do one thing and you have to ignore that. You have to do what's right.
I see. And we can't really judge our world by things today anyway. That's how that is. What's your favorite part about being a dad?
Oh, seeing the kids grow and turning into adults, and seeing how they took the learning the teaching that we did to them and applied it to their lives, and seeing how they turned out better than we did.
Very well said. Words of advice to people without children, with children. What are the words of advice or well wishes that you would give to them for their kids?
With or without children?
Someone who's going to be a dad or just got to be a dad or whatever that is. What would you tell those guys out there?
Just remember, the most important obligation in your life is to your children. What you teach them is what they will become. The happier they become, the happier you'll be. You'll be filled with joy when you watch them smile and be happy and enjoy life. My kids just came over right now. They just came in the door.
Well, you know what? I'm just doing a bunch of little interviews so that we can put it out for a Father's Day show special. You go ahead and have your day. Didn't mean to interrupt it.
appreciate it. I'm more than glad to talk about it. I love talking about being a dad and a grandpa. There's nothing better.
Well,
and you know that because you're a recent grandpa.
I am a recent grandfather, yes, of one little girl.
That's right. And you're going to find out how much love that you didn't know you had in your heart. You probably already know that.
Well, it's working on me. Okay. Well then, Bill, have a great day. Thanks for giving us your 2 cents.
Hey, no problem. You have a great day, too. Happy Father's Day to you, Tim.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What do you know?
What I know is it's Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you.
So you are live on HuttCast, and we're going to ask you a question or two about your Father's Day.
Absolutely.
If it's okay with you.
Go for it.
Okay, who are we speaking with, even though I know the audience does not?
This is Senator John Hoffman from beautiful God's country of Champlin, Minnesota.
And what is your age, Mr. Hoffman?
I am 57, Tim. Can you believe that?
Has it been that long?
It's been that long, man. How about you? I mean, yeah, it's just like the years go by. It just flew right by. It seems like yesterday. I was just moving back to beautiful Champlin, Minnesota, and, now my daughter's all grown, and,
Yeah.
here we are.
So here's the questions of many. Well, actually 5.
Okay.
How many children do you have?
One daughter. She's 25.
25. Wow. Already. What does being a dad mean to you?
Well, we were just thinking about that, how you're mentoring how you want, your children and others around you to respond to what's going on in the world, right? And that starts local. That's neighbors. That's the small community. That's the schools. That's the civic engagement, right? Are you civically involved on any level, right? That's and are you mentoring other folks to also engage in that? It's what it's always meant. It's always making sure that our household is intact and that we are doing what we need to be doing from the Hoffman household.
Right. That's a very good answer. And what is the toughest part about being a good dad?
Oh, you ever heard the statement, put your dad hat on, right? So as your kids get older, you start to go from that you're always going to be a dad, right? But what level of being a dad it is, right? When they were younger, it was always about, all right, here's what we're doing, this is where we're going. You kind of do that, but not so much because now you've launched your child, right? And you're more of a mentor and more of a that consultant, I guess, is the term I could always think of, right?
Right.
Right? Don't touch that stove because it's hot. That's not there anymore. But it is because it's not just the stove. It's the bigger society in general. And being a dad will never leave you, right? I mean, the older we get, Tim, we're always going to be dads, right?
Exactly. And then granddads.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, next question is, what is the favorite part about being a dad?
Favorite part about being a dad is when you sit back and you look at the accomplishments that your child has done, right, or is doing, and you sit back and you go, all right, there's the proud moment. You put the dad hat on, there's a proud moment, and likewise, it's also in those moments where things aren't so good, right? Are you maintaining the sense of calm, and collaboration that you need to be as a parent, as a dad?
Right.
That's it. Yep.
It's a tough question, I know, and you think, oh, it's a simple question, but when you start to think about it, it's so tough to even conceptualize that whole thing.
Well, and right, because your kids are always still looking for approval from you, right? No matter what, because they still see you as that parent role, no matter how old they get. And likewise, our responses aren't like when they were 4, 5, and 6 years old. Our responses now that they're adults, right? It's a different response. And so that sometimes means we as dads have to change how we respond, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm learning a lot by listening to my own show today because I've interviewed some guys outside of a restaurant. I've done some other guys on the phone. Some guys, they just didn't even get it all together. But I like your answers because they're complete. So, in the words or advice...
What's the word you always say? They're certain. They're complete. They're certain.
They're certain. Not always right, but they always certain. Yes. So, words of advice or well wishes for your children or their children's children.
Keep reaching for the stars. You never know, right? You just might absolutely grab one because there's billions upon billions of them out in the world, and focus on that, and that's all the best you can do, right? If at the end of the day you said, you know what, I tried my hardest, and the hardest I did, and I did it with the right attitude, and I did it with the focus in mind, then I can be satisfied. I can be happy.
Well, those are wonderful wishes, and I did not mean to take away from your Sunday and your Father's Day. So I appreciate.
I'm soaking steaks right now, and I'm gonna, I pull the old charcoal out. I'm gonna fire up the grill. I'm not smoking it, but I did do this. I did take the smoker, and you're supposed to prep the smoker before you use it. I don't even remember the word it's used.
Burn in.
Anyway, burn in. And
yep.
So now I can use it in the future. So
you must have got a new smoker today for Father's Day.
No, I got one last year. I just haven't ever done anything. But what I did get for Father's Day was a lawnmower that is Tim, it's electric. It's battery operated, and it's light, and it cuts. Unbelievable, and it's easy. So, and now I don't have to buy gas.
Maybe I should have asked the question to start with, and what did you get for Father's Day? You're right.
Yeah, that's what I got. Greenworks electric mower from beautiful Menards.
Right.
No payola involved with that one, Tim.
Right. Well, John, I appreciate your time taking some minutes for us, and I got about 4 or 5 more interviews. I'm going to make a half-hour segment out of this just for Father's Days itself.
Good for you. You're doing what you do, what you enjoy, and you're doing what you're really good at, Tim. And always great talking to you. So have a wonderful Father's Day to you.
Happy Father's Day, John. See you soon.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, well, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. You're live on HuttCast.
Cool.
We're going to ask you a question or two if it's okay to ask you about your Father's Day.
Ask me if it's good or bad. I would say it's great.
Well, let me ask the question first, okay?
Okay, yeah.
So we understand. I know who you are, but who the world's going to ask you who you are. What is your name?
Dan Pearson.
And you are what age, Dan?
68.
Okay. How many kids do you have, Dan?
I have got 3 girls.
3 girls. Holy cow. And what are their ages?
Oh, let's see. One's 47. One's 43. How old is Ariane? 35? 35.
35. Wow. 3 kids. And what, in your opinion, is being a father means to you? What does that mean to you?
Oh, what it means to me.
I know it's a tough question. These are loaded. This is definitely a cold call.
It's responsibility. One thing about my attorney years ago, he's now deceased, but he said being a parent is a lifetime sentence with no parole, no chance of parole. I mean, you could look at it that way, or you could look at it as a great blessing, because you could die alone, or you could die with your family around, your kids and grandkids. We have 13 grandkids.
Wow, 13. Holy cow. Okay, next question. What is the toughest part about being a good dad?
Patience.
Just patience, that's it?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the number one, patience.
Okay.
Patience, and I guess you got to have faith that things will work out, because you got to have hope. If you don't have hope, because all parents go through trials and things, but you got to have hope, and you got to have. We believe in the higher power, God. We couldn't have done it without God.
Yeah.
But you got to have hope, and you got to have patience. Anytime we would pray when we were down, and unconditionally love them, no matter what situation. Kind of like God does us. He unconditionally loves us.
Yeah. What is your favorite part about being a dad?
favorite part is when you see them succeed and doing better than you.
Mm-hmm.
If they can reach the point where they're doing better than me or us, that's the reward. That's a reward. Then you know that, you don't know when you're going to go. Could be tomorrow, but at least if you're gone, you know that your child is going to be all right. Succeed.
Great words. Great words. Okay, now, words of advice.
Spend time even, when you're first married, you start having kids. I mean, I put my classic car on hold for 32 years. Too long. That was, I didn't have to wait that long. But, it costs a lot of money. But you have priorities. But you've got to spend time with your kids. And I did. You don't want to beat yourself up too much because you can always do better. But I think I was pretty fair on spending time with my kids. And I put my own stuff on hold, which is fine. That was my choice.
Yeah.
And, that's a bigger reward than if I would have, kept running my car, at the drag strip or, wherever.
Wow. Everybody's got that, right? That what they should have done versus what they did. I get it.
No regrets,
Well, that's awesome. All right. Did you get anything cool for Father's Day or just visitations?
Just a visitation right now. The youngest, they just moved in today, so they're going to spend the night tonight. They close on their house on Tuesday, so their house is pretty much empty.
Wow. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt your Father's Day. I just thought it would be a great show. Actually, Roxy's the one that says you should probably do a show about this. And I went, yeah, that's a really good idea.
Well, I knew it was important if you called me today, so I thought I better answer. Tim's calling me today. It must be important.
Well, you of all people have had enough things going on, and I just wanted to get your take on it. And I'm sure the other 43 million people of us who listen to this show might want to hear it too.
I appreciate the call.
Thanks, Dan, for taking your time out.
And thanks for doing your HuttCast.
We'll see you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm on the radio, and I'm going to talk to Sal for 5 minutes about Father's Day. Is he there?
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, you want me to talk to him?
Please.
Okay, hold on. Hello?
Sal, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. You got to put the phone to for the speaker. Talk closer to the phone.
I'm on a speaker.
You're on a speakerphone? What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you're on the radio right now, and can we ask you some questions about Father's Day?
Okay, what's the question?
Okay. First of all, I know your name, but nobody else does. So, what is your name?
Ivers Salmons.
And how old are you, Sal?
86.
86. Wow. How many kids do you have, Sal?
2.
Uh-huh. Do you know their ages?
50 and 53.
50 and 53. And what does Father's Day mean to you, personally?
Father's Day to me is something you can show your appreciation to your kids.
Uh-huh.
Who's this?
This is Tim, your neighbor.
Tim. Oh.
You're on the radio,
Oh.
Sal. You're live. Well, not live, but you could be live pretty soon. Can you
Come again on that?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, we're doing this on the radio. It's a Father's Day special, and I just want some input from fathers who've been around a little while. Let's go to the next question. You ready?
Yeah.
What's the toughest part about being a dad?
The hardest thing, letting the kids go.
Yeah? You mean let them go and do their own thing, or what does that mean?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I see. And what is your favorite part about being a dad?
My favorite part of being a dad is raising my kids, showing them the values of being a good person, a good citizen.
Uh-huh.
All the kids is to learn the value of what's out there. Don't take anybody's word for anything.
So explore all possibilities.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to call. I'm calling a bunch of guys today and saying Happy Father's Day and what it means to them. We're putting them on the show today. So I didn't mean to interrupt your Father's Day.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Well, thanks for taking the time to answer the questions, and we'll catch up with you soon, Sal.
Okay, I'm going to go out and move your truck.
Oh, okay. Happy Father's Day.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay.
Too, you know what?
What's that?
You did a good job on your voice. So
Well-
be proud.
Yeah.
Well, we're still trying. It's every day is in a day. You know, I get it.
I tell you something, Father's Day never ends.
Right. It never ends.
Guys, you always want the best for your kids, and you want the kids to do what you think is right, and you're doing a good job, Tim.
Well, I appreciate that. And again, I didn't mean to interrupt your afternoon. I just wanted to say Happy Father's Day.
Oh, you don't interrupt us. But the kids are gone already, and it's so goddamn hot. You're going to do nothing.
Right? Pretty hot out. Okay, then. We'll catch up soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
And that's a wrap for HuttCast. HuttCast is, again, a pragmatic approach to seeing things how some people see them. If you like our show, give us a thumbs up on the Facebook site. Again, for HuttCast, thank you again. Have a wonderful evening.